0 health, but there's also a chance of cause bleed at the same time. The health gain is between 0 and 13.
Tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power.
Tuxedo game.
Ritual. I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy work, sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil.
First thing, what's your thought on the art style? It's like my favorite part of the game.
I like it.
Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death.
They're making a second one, and I'm probably gonna get it. But I might actually.
In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of bad situation. Quests will fail or must be abandoned. Heroes will die, and then when they die, they stay dead. Progress auto-saves frequently, so actions are permanent. Your game expects a lot out of you. How far will you push your adventures? How much are you willing to risk in your quest to restore the hamlet? What will you sacrifice? I'm gonna read the rest.
Thankfully, there are always fresh souls arriving on the stagecoach to enter your town.
So I grab.
That's all the stuff installed. Unhighlight Crimson Court.
Yeah, that's it.
Unhighlight Crimson. Yeah, that's it. Fledgling comes with Crimson Court. He's the DLC guy. Districts are cool, but you won't be able to use those until later on. They give you, if you like build them, they give you a bunch of stuff. They're extremely expensive. Like, for example, Darkest, yeah, this one. The just so you know, auto adds a state at the end, so whatever you name it.
Can you see what I named it?
Oh no, it doesn't add a state anymore. Okay, it used to do that. It would add a state, and then like it confused people because I named my Dark Brood Estate, and because I added it, it was estate.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted
like some of those are,
countryside.
for example, there's a bunch of shit.
Leading only, I fear,
Outside bonfire, two
to
different
ever
supply
more
points of values, one
tenebrous
bomb
places.
party.
There is a sickness
Plus
in
15%
the
dealing
ancient
with
pitted
greenery,
cobbles of
you
the
get
old
free
road,
food,
and on its
missions.
writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence,
Those are the
and
districts.
perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Use right stick selecting destination on the map, but it took you anything always.
I still have both my starter guys. They're named Reynald and Dimitri.
Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just
Knight
ahead.
whatever he's called. I think it's a rogue or something.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Highwayman.
Select skill icon with select target.
So you see the dots on the move there?
Mhm.
I'll wait till you're on your next turn. So look at the dots you move. The yellow dot at the bottom there is where the person needs to be to use that move, and then the red dots is where it attacks. If the dots are connected, that means it hits both of those targets.
Okay.
For example, the second move for the knight hits both.
Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
It.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Oh wait, first before you use that move, that big guy, he takes up 2 slots because of how big he is. That's a stun. The way stun works is they lose their turn, but they have a debuff to, or they have a buff that they can't get stunned again until that's gone.
A singular strike.
I judge thee guilty.
Great.
Prodigious size alone.
That
does
move,
not
he
dissuade
just
the
used as a
sharpened
movement
blade.
property, which forces you guys to move. You can either play your turn, or that first thing, the blue, you can use that to switch character position. Or the last thing. And that's of course. When they die, they leave that behind, and it's a block. You need to break that first before you do anything.
Okay. Wow.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
It's already 10. Press touchpad right here. To start and launch to exit. First I could request.
Yeah. Quests like have different requirements that'll tell you, and then you can end them earlier, keep exploring for chance at rewards, but also fucking dead.
Light.
Blight is poison. There's 2 status effects, like other than, well, there's several status effects, but the main 2 you'll see a lot, which is what Plague Doctor heals, is Blight and Bleed.
Okay. How can I get out of here?
Which, yeah, Blight does triangle. There's a touchpad. Triangle, touchpad.
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 Also, at the end of a quest, any items you have, like, say, spare resources or just whatever you collect, that isn't an heirloom item, which is what
Welcome
those
home.
paintings were,
Such
It's
as
something.
it is,
or those
this
crests.
squalid hamlet,
Heirloom
these
is used to
corrupted
construct
lands,
things.
they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay.
The quest goals are all, like, every single thing that you can do in the game.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. There's the bosses, and then each have different phases. There's reaching a certain character level to max resolve level. Not phases, but different variations based on difficulty.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh no, it does add a save. Look at the top left bubble. Blasted
Trinkets
teeth
and
is fake.
charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Yeah, these are
Most
expensive,
will
but
end
you can
up
sell some
here,
pretty good charms sometimes.
covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And as always, most things have a negative as well as a
Women
plus.
and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear. What better laboratory
So can I
than
get
a
these guys no
blood-soaked
matter what?
battlefield?
Like,
Yeah, you can get the free. You have a certain limit on the top right. You have a limit of 9 right now.
A sister of battle.
After every quest,
pious
they
and
cycle.
unrelenting.
And if you press L2, you can see upgrades.
Oh, well, yeah, it's showing you that. I'll stop for a second.
Before leaving, look at your people, like highlight them and then press square. Not square, something, and triangle, I think. No, yeah, it was that was a screen I meant. It shows you their move positions. They're on top right, preferred position, preferred target.
okay.
Make sure, like, see what there is to see where you want to place them early on.
Okay.
You can also rename them. And also, if you look, they have quirks, which give them bonuses and debuffs, just naturally. And then sometimes they can do disease, which are always negative. They fucking suck.
Bark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Here's actually where you set the order.
Okay.
Oh, first the good ones. Okay.
How do I set them? Oh, like that.
Huh? Go to the screen, press X. Or hold the L2 thing, or R2, whatever. Just so you know, you have the highest difficulty dungeon marked right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
know.
see.
I saw that. Don't worry. I was looking at them speaking like, why the fuck are they saying that? The fuck did I do? And then I see that I had the highest.
Yeah, it's because they
ultimate.
were okay. Before you, just so you know, early on, 'cause I don't know if it actually tells you. Once a hero gets a high resolve, they like get arrogant. They won't do low level quests anymore. So if you have like a max out resolve, they won't do quests unless they're very hard or hard difficulty, or ranking. And then if they're too low, like they can like say they won't do it, but you can take low level people on max level quests if you want to. There's a trophy for taking 4 level 0 people to die in the darkest dungeon.
You serious?
Yeah, I did it. Those are the only people I've ever had die, along with my jester and one of my well, the level 1s, and then a jester who fucked up with a heart attack, and then a master.
Which one's the food?
Food is that one,
The
first one.
first
Very
one?
first. Yeah. I recommend buying 8 food and 4 torches for this. It's small. Because randomly they'll ask you that they'll say they're hungry, and you have to have a food piece per person, otherwise they take damage.
Okay.
And did you grab any as you light your torch? And the higher light your torch, you will surprise attack enemies. You have a higher chance of crits. You move faster, and there's a less chance of you getting surprise attacked. But the lower light you have, higher chance for surprise attacks, higher enemy crits, like worse everything for you, but better to loot.
Okay.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
So the light is that on top of me, right? That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Torch increases the light by 25. Hold L2, I think, and it should show your light level.
Or are they all saying
Walking backwards makes these guys gain madness, just so you know. So I wouldn't recommend walking backwards.
Do they get paranoid or something that they just keep walking back?
Yeah, because they can't see backwards. See there, you had to highlight. It just means you get to the first. I think you have this wrong.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice. What's that? That shield looking thing.
Oh, that's the crest. That's an heirloom item.
Okay.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Just, you know, holding triangle deletes the item.
Is that what that does?
I think so. Oh, also, that potion there, the green one, is antidote. It removes blight, and then the white thing is holy water. It gives you a buff. I don't remember what, and it removes debuffs. Oh, great cultists. It's fun. Oh yeah, that thing forces a shuffle, which makes them move. Yeah. I keep forgetting there's delay. That guy's a movement move. Instead, he moves forward with the attack. That move's pretty neat. I don't use it, but it de-stealths an enemy and it gives you does it do damage? Oh, it does damage. It decreases the de-stealth and it gives you torch.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
This move's yeah.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
What is this potion doing?
Which one?
I don't know what I did.
That first one, that's holy water.
What about this one?
It gives you a buff. I think you gain increased. Okay, because you can gain madness, you can lose it. I think that buff makes you lose more, and then it also gets rid of debuffs.
Fuck.
Went the wrong way. Went down instead of up.
I did up though. Fuck. Okay.
I don't know.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Here's where the shovel comes in handy. Yeah. That's right.
What was that?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What you did is you dug that out with your hands by pressing X. You take damage. You gain madness. You lose torch because of time. If you pressed,
okay.
if you would have pressed triangle, you would have used that shovel you had.
Okay, yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
light, the promise of safety.
Also, if you want a quick, okay, that was too many torches. Remember, it's only 25 per, and then each light level is the whole change. But if you want a quick user torch, you can use the torch during battle as well. Hold L2 and press triangle. They use the torch. You're gonna be saying that a lot.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Also, healing can get a critical, and it doubles the amount healed.
That's just one way to force the corpse to get removed.
Yeah, that was gonna. I forgot to explain that. Shuffle moves destroy any corpse in the field, which is pretty neat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can crit. Oh yeah, that's what you like to see. Oh yeah, also that first move for the knight increases your defense, but I think it puts mark on you, but it gives you 24 torchlight.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Why do I
They
keep saying
can
first?
be
The fourth
beaten.
move, not first. It's not the first. You use it once per fight.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the fool.
That guy's kleptomaniac, just so you know. That's why he just instantly looted that.
Okay. No wonder I should just stop.
Because you can deny, you can ignore stuff, or your people will just touch it. Like I have a cultist which has an occultist thing where he'll automatically search any weird shit.
Oh fuck, did I pull up my inventory again?
It's down on D-pad.
It's up on D-pad.
Oh. Don't forget, I told you, quick use a torch, hold L2 and press triangle. Bang. Bang, bang, bang.
I just hear you. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh no, yeah, it's not. It's stress. So you take 20% less damage, but you get marked and you get torch. That doesn't mean they're only gonna hit you, but they'll target you more often.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
So you can remove their stress by just sending them, taking them in a quest and doing stuff, right? Or you can just send them to the
Slowly, gently.
Okay, so there's the,
Life is taken.
so in town, there's several ways to get rid of stress, because there's a tavern, and then there's also the church, which are both restricted. There's certain services, some will cost more than others, but they'll do better. Or, like, sometimes your people can only use certain things or can't use certain things. Like, there's, I think Dimitri has it. Yeah, here. One of my guys, Dimitri, he has two things. known cheat is not allowed to gamble while in town, and bad gambling. Increased chance of losing money while gambling. Because gambling is one of the better stress levers, but there's a chance that the person just loses a bunch of your money. And also, deviant taste. Is not allowed to visit the brothel for reasons best left to discretion. And where's the one with the holy ones?
Of course it's trapped.
On rotator, what the fuck?
What is that spiderweb looking thing on my map name?
That's a trap. So whenever you enter one of those center rooms, there's a chance for a thing. You have to walk up to it and then press X. I'd recommend with the highwayman. Oh, it tells you that. Different people are better. Like Houndmasters are the best. Like there, you see how it's highlighted red. You can just press X with anyone. I'd recommend the highwayman.
Fucking okay.
Carelessness will find
Just
no
keep walking forward.
clemency
You have to
in
press
this
X,
place.
Pablo.
I pressed X and it didn't let me do anything.
Oh, he fucked up then. Yeah, he fucked up. Because normally the trap will hit your entire team, but if you fuck up, it hits one guy. I have 0%. Like, what the fuck? Alright. Also, what I was gonna say is the 100% stress, or the 100. So your stress max at 200. Reaching 100, your resolve is tested. You can either get like a good thing, which is like your guys holy. They remove stress from nearby teammates, as well as somewhat lowering their own, and they get buffs. Or they can get negative stuff like what you
if they successfully do it, they lose madness.
Yeah, that's actually stress, not madness. Also, you can press L1 R1 to switch between your prepo on that screen. Should be L1 R1. Is it? I don't know. It's something. I don't know.
They really won.
Yeah, I didn't even finish about the things. Reaching the 200 madness induces a heart attack, which instantly puts your person at death's door, which will explain that later. It turns just like insta kills your person. Or do you want me to explain it?
I'll figure it out.
Damn, this bitch got 100%. But you should have a charm for free that came with the DLC that involves death blow. Cool. I think I have it on this chick.
A death by inches.
A lot of this shit.
A crit, dude.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
And they're both dead in one hit.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
That's how Mafia works. That's not an island, that's statue, and then also you got that thing down there. Also, I think that's a fountain, a holy fountain.
Money.
Money. Is that what you got? Pro priest. I forgot about this one. This is funny. My guy, my knight has God fearing. In town will only for stretch moves. No. No. Sorry. Yeah. You don't want to be looping back like that too much because you lose a bunch of torchlight. But yeah, maybe more loot, but that's if you have the resources. Speaking of, are you out of torches?
Yeah.
Fuck. Just hope you don't get surprise attacked because everyone's going to turn before you.
Oh, look at that.
Impressive haul. if you value such things.
Charges.
I got a torch.
Yeah.
So,
Also, you can force feed people to give them a bit of healing.
okay.
And hunger just truck in at the same time.
Let's get the fuck out this bitch.
Oh, is it done? Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Satanophobia?
Not focus. Yeah, those are the things.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that
They can.
unplumbed
So the way the
dimension of
quirks work
delirium
is that
are
they can gain or
tenuously
lose them.
thin
They
here.
can cycle. Bad quirks naturally can sometimes get locked. They'll have a
Fresh
red skull
kegs,
next to them. They cost
cards,
more to get
and
rid of because you can get
curtained
rid of them
rooms
using the
promise
treatment word.
solace to
And
the
then
weary
you
and
can pay
broken
also
alike.
to lock a good quirk. Like I have 2 quirks locked on my Crusader, so it's 15% bleed resist and minus 10% trust. And naturally 3 got locked: God fearing, known cheat, and resolution. Which are all.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
You can shove everyone in there who has a high mount, so they get them. Also, there's the carriage driver. He always in one of them. I don't know if it's the same one. He can still begin, like that be, and the brothel.
Tortured and reclusive.
There's
This
a
man
bounty
is
hunter.
more
Bounty hunter.
dangerous than he seems.
I like that. Those are one of my favorite classes. And then they're the that big guy there, or the abomination. He has the ability to like transform into a big monster, but at the cost of giving everyone madness.
Oh.
He loses madness. He gives everyone else madness or stress. He keeps saying madness and stress.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
What do I do with these trinkets? They're still onto them?
You can sell them, or you can go to the character. There's a way
Prone
to
to
do
stealing
it.
items.
Yeah, there's a way to do it from that menu. I'm trying to remember how. Oh, press circle so you can highlight stuff and then go to equip.
Oh, you can change the color. Cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just hover over and then rechange it. Later on, I don't know if you put it yet, but you unlock a guild hall where you can buy the other moves and upgrade your move. And you can switch them around.
He can remove stress from people?
That's on longer quests. Even a campfire, like a camp. You can, if you have food, you can feed everyone. You get 10 health each. Then you have a certain amount of moves, and you can do different things. But there's a chance to get ambushed when camping, and you start the ambush with 0 torchlight. There's also things that you can do in the camp that not get ambushed. But there's like stress removers, there's healing, there's buffs, there's debuffs. Like there's here's an example. Like your dark strength, this guy gains 20 stress, but a companion for 4 battles gets 20% more damage. there's also this one, Unbreakable Commune. Prevents nighttime ambush, but everyone gains 7 stress. Here's just shit like that. It's just like, that's from the campfire. There's like this out on the side of the map that has like a campfire, and you learn camping skill.
Okay. Embark.
I'm pretty sure the Bounty Hunter tends to stay more towards 3rd position, and then the Abomination's towards 2nd. And those are your rewards and shit. And those are the different missions where you have to one or just explore. Literally, these, like, all just cycle. Like, there's a chance to get 1 room battle. There's one, like, I literally had that happen. There's literally only 1 fight in the entire thing. And that was it. I was done. Rating Apprentice, Adventurer, Veteran, Master, Champion, Legend. Basic, Seeker. Basic.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
What? I never actually knew that. I read that tooltip you just got. You can use holy water to... There's corrupted shrines that you can find. And you can use holy water to cleanse them.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Get a shovel.
I don't have a shovel.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
You want to buy different things for different places. I recommend shovels for the ruins. For the weld, you want what's it called? Antidote. Or not the weld, the warrens. And then the cove, you want bleed resistance. Bandages, I think. Chemistry. Oh, did you go the wrong way again?
Yeah, I did.
More chemistry.
Sure. Ah, fucking.
My heart will burst. I put the little lines on the fucking stuff. Yeah, as I was gonna say, yeah, reading books can give you treasure. Keep that journal entry; those give you like lore bits at the end. They can also give you quirks, or good and bad, or just cause you to instantly gain a bunch of stress. Yeah, you got 3rd position moves for that guy. This isn't the best team combo.
He can remove stress and heal himself.
As the
The
fiend
night guy
falls,
also has
a faint hope blossoms.
Manacle's a good move, and I think it knocks back as well. Boom, give me the
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You got third position moves for the rebound.
I have too many
Another
people that need to be up
abomination
close.
Cleansed from our lands.
You can switch that, once you get the guild hall, you can switch that highwayman to be specifically range. Damn, you got 2 scouts in a row. Yeah, that red you just probably knew it was a fight. You get a really bad roll on that bounty, dude.
Their formation is broken.
The way collective bounty works is that it deals double damage on the target that's marked for death, and he has a move that literally marks for death. You're supposed to combo.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
You retard. You're bleeding all over the floor, you fuck.
God, that was heavy move too, God. You didn't have a healer.
Nope, I don't.
Before you keep moving on, see if you got any food.
I do. Do I feed him?
Yeah, just spam triangle on it.
Fuck, I'm out of food. That means fight, right?
Yeah, you might want to limit it to Twitch. Twitch is literally at 0, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, if you scout out a room, there's no way to get ambushed. It literally does not let you get ambushed. I forgot about that.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
So don't forget, you can use stuff during fights, so you can light your torch right now. No, I think I'd say transform. You haven't done that yet. Go next turn. See, they're pretty strong when they transform. Just they give people a boost first.
Okay.
More destructive than 100.
Oh yeah, he starts insulting people and he's gain kind of stress.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
Be gone, fiend.
He gives other people stress.
Yeah, that's how they work. There's ones where they'll like ignore your commands. There's ones where they'll attack their friends to try and save their own hide.
Okay. I'm back.
Executed with impunity. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose. hidden. Precision and power. From becoming unwound. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. The great ruins belong to us. And we will find whatever secrets they hold. The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.